Welcome to Bitflex CRM. In this video, I'm going to show you some basic features of the admin panel. Admin panel is used to customize the system based on your needs and business model. So I'm going to log in as the admin. And once you log in as the admin, you'll see an admin panel here. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the system, right now I'm logged in as a regular user. Beside the home tab here, everything else that you see on the menus is built by you. So you can manage all these tabs and what you're going to see inside each tab. These are called side menus, which basically are connected to application objects, which I'm going to show you later. So let's go ahead and click on the leads tab. When I click on the leads tab, I'm going to see a list of leads that I have in the system. Now each lead has certain attributes or fields, such as the name, company, lead source, email. Now let's say I want to customize or make changes to these fields. How do I do that? Everything is done in the admin panel. So let's go ahead and click on admin panel, which I'm going to be redirected to a new page, and you see the administration panel on top. And here we have a few more tabs which are all for admins. Now if you're logged in as a salesperson or a regular user, you're not going to see the administration panel. Now if I click on app objects, I'm going to see all the objects that are built into the system. So for this example, I see the CRM underscore lead object here, which is used for the leads tab. Now, as I said, each module is utilizing a few objects, which are app objects here, which can be connected to the side menu. So we have the side menu on the top. Side menus are bound to modules, and modules are connected to one or more than one app object. Now in this case, I have the CRM lead, and I'm going to click on Edit Design to see the actual attributes of the CRM lead object. Here we go. Now we see all the fields that we saw earlier in the application, all the fields that we defined for the CRM lead object. You can define the name of the field, the label, what you're going to see, the type of the field. So for company, it's a text type field. We have other options here. It can be a table, so it can be another list inside your lead. It can be a drop down that you can select an item from. It can be a date, a boolean, numbers, small numbers, URL, email, an HTML text, or a multi-line text, or just a text in one line. And you can also specify the maximum data length, and you can also specify if that field is required or not. So when you create a new lead, the system forces the user to always enter a value for this field if this box is checked. Now, another example here is the lead source or the lead status. Now, one thing that you see about these two is that they are using the select data type. When we're using select data type, it's going to show a drop down with some static values that you define, and you can only choose from those values. Now let's make a change and see how we can see that in the CRM. Let's go back to the CRM panel. Let's go to the leads, and let's click on view button to just view one lead. Now here I'm looking at one lead here. I have two tasks for this lead, and this is a list inside my object, and I have events inside the object. If I click on edit, and I have lead status here, so I have several options in this list. So let's say I want to make a change to this status. So let's say I want to add a new item called closed. Once you close the lead, you can select that. So I'm gonna go to the admin panel, and as we saw earlier, that list is coming from lead status master data. It's a global list that you define in the application, and it's a static list that can be used in the objects. So here's my master data. I have all these lists right now in the system. I can click on lead status, and here are my static items. So I can add a new item here. I call it closed, and here we go. We have closed. Now I can go back and see if that change is reflected in the drop down. And here I have closed.